Greetings, dear, precious, beautiful spirit soul that you are. You're not who you think you are, because thinking can never, ever, ever reveal you see. We can use high thinking to get us to the point of remembering and eliminating doubt. The biggest cause of problems, let me give you that. This is the topic. The biggest cause of problems. You want to know what it is? Self-doubt. You know, you look back, you could, it's because hindsight's always 20/20 in that sense. You could notice the relationship between when you focused on something, had an intention, desired to do something, called forth prayer, however it was for you, and how then it came about. And there's a wonderful statement called "Don't outline." It's a metaphysical teaching. It's basically people go to the divine, go to God within, and I don't mean out on a spaceship somewhere way out there, somebody you're giving it. No, it's your resource. You are part of divine, loving, personal, impersonal, all sides, all qualities, all divine being. And you give that there because when we try and solve everything in the mind, we're using what we have learned, what we've been programmed to believe, what has been taught, what culturally we expect, the labels on us, political parties, religion names, colors of bodies, lifestyle, all of this kind of thing. And all of the world of differences. And yet we are always, what may I say, we're always who we are. And the key is to remember who you are. And if we take a look at what is our greatest, problem, is self-doubt. And doubt causes conflict within oneself. The conflict between wisdom and learned information, data, from letters, numbers, words, sounds, all of this sort of thing, describing then the outer reality, describing. Your mind cannot conceive of who you are because the mind doesn't operate that way. So you can never know yourself in the mind. So when you have people who are only thought and mind oriented, they have succumbed to the belief that what is superior to your own wisdom and knowing is your thinking, your analyzation, your material logic and reasoning, but you're using this system to basically produce more of the same system. And the key is to give up self-doubt. That does not mean doubt of what you are questioning, what you've been taught or learned, or why do things happen the way they do. See, this is what you want to. How is it working? What's going on? What's happening here? And when you do, you want to go back to really the source of everything. And if you go back to the source, you are part of source, in the sense of your own, we would call divine self. We are always there. And yet we have power of choice, which people may call it free will. And yet when we're fully who we are, we don't need man-made laws, or what they say God-made, but they're written down by humans and all that, or whoever they are, with an intention, you see, of what they want that to produce. So when we doubt ourselves, then we're going to have to find shelter somewhere else. So we place our faith in someone or something else other than the divine. because it's almost like, well, I'm so insignificant and I'm so small and I'm so nothing. How could I be part of something great? I need somebody. See, the word is called need. And when we're always, you need this, you've got to have to survive, you need this, if you don't have it, and you need this. Well, needing something is also like you're making a loaf of bread, isn't it? And you need it, so I'll get all puffed up, and you can cook it, and all the stuff. But this whole need thing, when you get to who you really are as a spiritual being, and you meditate on that and be who you are, breathing into your heart, out in through your nose and then out through your mouth, contacting and then being in nature and listening, you see. And when you get to the source of it, what happens is, because we have free will, in every moment you have an opportunity, because we are life itself, eternal, consecutive, consistent moments of now, which is a description. But you are beyond description. You're beyond writing a script or writing or words. And when you know that, then the doubt is fostered by, it's like you go to do something, so, well, what do you think about this? Let's analyze this. Let's write down our losses and our wins. Let's calculate how much you owe me and I owe you, and let me see if I can get by and get more than I actually gave out, because after all, I have to be cool about all this. This is the mind calculating. And when you get that, everybody's calculating that in whatever language they're speaking, because that's a fear-based reality, a reality based on self-doubt. And so the whole thing of what gets produced like in movies is called magic. Well, these are just illusions on the screen, you see. And then getting people to go into those and wanting to be part of that and to experience that through that basic virtual reality. So what the basic doubt comes from, that the pleasure that we are seeking comes from something or someone outside of who we are, when our nature is pleasure. We are the pleasure of the divine. And the pleasure is the soul pleasure that comes when we actually recognize and honor and are situated in our own true divine nature. And when we're there, and we practice being there, and how that happens, and this is my work, the true person, who you really are, comes forward. And all of us have the same power. No one has more or less innately, truly. And yet, by giving it always away to everybody or everything else, because we doubt that we can do it, we doubt that we're okay, and then constantly, do you love me? Do you love me? I love you. I love you. Do you love me? Yeah, I love you. Do you really love me? Well, yeah, I really love you. Well, this is ridiculous. And how all of these members started looking, all the movies and the books, and I was listening to found a Patsy Cline at a yard sale, a Patsy Cline audio tape. And I like audio tapes, and I like the sound of them a little bit better. Anyway, so my friend Denise and I were listening in the car then as we're going to the yard sale, because it's fun, and meet so many cool people and play. It's just a trip up here. So anyway, we're listening to Patsy Cline. Every single song, she's really cool. She's got it. Is misery about the guy who left her, and she met everything, and they're crying. You can see they're drinking the beer, and they're feeling sorry, and that's why I gave up alcohol a long time. It was such a poison, I'll tell you. And then on the nasty, because you believe the mind. You're not in your heart, you see. It's perpetuating all of these thoughts and beliefs and concepts and words, making them real and emotionalizing them. See, that's what it does. So when we take our power back in that sense, It's to trust yourself. Okay? And when we do that, and we start noticing we are the pleasure, and the pleasure comes from within as you are, and why being in nature, and like yesterday I lay down right on the grass on the lawn, right in the where I live, right in the middle of a big meadow, and it felt so good just to lay there right on the ground and just to listen and just to feel, and it's so balancing. And we take a look at the artificial lives around us that we call modern, we call advanced, we call smart. These are all caused by doubt. Doubt of what makes you feel good, doubt of who you are, doubt of what you really want and need. You really just need yourself and your connection with the divine. And then from there, we express and manifest. We're not producing and building and calculating and forcing and fearing and anxiety. You see. And everything's taught for you to doubt yourself. You don't know, stupid. You don't know, I'll tell you what you're going to know. If I want, blah, blah, blah. No, you're wrong. It goes on and on. And so you want to be right, you see. So you got to doubt yourself, and you got to trust somebody, because who's your source? Where's your power source? Every machine has a power source, you see. So the mind machine has you as the power source by emotionalizing these words. You say, yes, but, it's mine. There you go. It's biggie. And so when you come together, harmonizing, you might say, your right, left brain, if you want your feminine, your masculine, your self. And no, but it's really, there's no fragmentation, you see. So yeah, trust your inner guide, not your mind. Then you'll know. And it's the only way that you'll ever really know is by doing it. That's it. It doesn't come after the effect. And then everywhere we walk is holy ground, because you're there now.
All right, good one. Mm-hmm. Cool.